1994 Renault Clio Williams 1. Before we start this, I have to apologise for doing the video outside. We're super busy at the minute, so videos getting done inside, videos getting done outside today. So Clio Williams 1, obviously the one being the initial Williams offering, the ones you want. They did a 1, 2 and a 3. The 1, as you'll notice from sold values, things like that, is the more desirable car. Numbered cars, this one's car number 112. I can't quite remember exactly how many they did, but they didn't do a lot. We will detail all of that in the description. All of them in this colour, gold wheels, that interior, 2-litre engine. But we're going to start with this one. We're going to have a good look around the bodywork, then we're going to move on to the interior. We're going to pause while the train goes past. Like I say, sorry for the outside noises, but needs must. And then we're going to go for a cold engine startup. So starting on the driver's side, if we look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. It's not full of ripples, it's not full of dents. That body line's nice and sharp all the way down there. It's not full of filler or anything like that. Driver's front wing, we've got one tiny little scratch just there. But other than that, all nice and neat and tidy. Obviously a composite wing on these things, so there's no rust to worry about, but you would have rust peeking through here if it was going to come through anywhere where that wing meets the sill. But this one, as you can see, is lovely and tidy. While we're there, we'll pop the camera underneath and you can see it's not caked in under seal, it's not a patchwork quilt of nasty welds. Generally pretty good under there. These things are quite well known for rust, whereas this one does seem to be a nice solid car. Standard spec wheels, gold centres with the silver outline. If we're being really picky, they could do with a little bit of a refurb. There's a little bit of bubbly in the paint on the centre section there. Coming up the side, no stone chips or anything to whinge about on the A-pillar until we get to the top, where there is a very light stone chip just there. And a bit of dirt there, we'll ignore that one, we'll take that off. Seals themselves, they're all nice and soft. There's no delamination around the screen. Scuttle panels all intact and nice and neat. Up onto the roof, there's no ripples or dents in the roof. There's a couple of bird poo marks here and there, so a good polish would make a difference. And we have just placed this trim in. It wants, you'll notice the clips there. This will clip onto the little metal tab. Other side's fixed in fine. This one, I'm guessing before it was transported to us, was a bit loose. So it does want refitting, but it is there, it's all present, it's in nice condition, and actually you can see underneath, see there's no nasty rust or anything poking through there, which is always quite good. Glass on this side all nice and clear, all stamped up in the right places, and again the seals are all good, all the plastics are nice and neat. There's a little bit of, if it was fiberglass you'd call it osmosis, it's more sort of bubbling in the paint, obviously not rust because it's plastic, but it's normally where there's moisture in the primer before the paint goes on. You can just see that there on the wing mirror. So coming down this side, we've got a little scuff just there. No ripples, no dents, all nice and tidy along the sill. Got a bit of dirt here and there that we've missed, but we'll wipe all that off. There you go. Got on the rear quarter, and again it sort of kicks out down this bottom section here, which normally leaves a whole load of stone chips. Not the case on this one. There is a little bubble in the paint. Just see the camera, see it just there if we move it on the camera. But if you get your hand in there, nice and sharp all the way around. There's a little tiny little bit just there that wants sort of fixing before it gets any worse. All nice and neat on that rear wheel. Have another look down this side from here. Nice and straight, like I said. Round on the back, tail lamps on both sides are clean and crack free, as is this plastic piece of trim here. Lower half of the bumper's all good. You've got one or two little marks here, one there, one there. And we are missing the washer jet. There's a little scratch just there. And there's another one just there. But if you do check the listing for this, and look at what the really stone dead mint ones are doing. This is very well priced, this car. Another look at the roof from here, as you can see, nice and straight. It's not full of ripples or dents. Glass on this side again, all stamped up, all nice and tidy. It's not caked in scratches or anything like that. And the seals on this side are good. Pop the camera underneath while we're here. You'll look under there. Arch on the rear on this side, we've got some stone chips in this section here. The arch is sharp all the way around. There's a little bit of paint flake you can see just there. But the arch is nice and solid, you can't get a hold of it, it doesn't move or anything like that. And there is a little bit of trim coming off on that centre section rub strip trim. A couple of little parking scratches just here and there on the door. All nice and neat on this wing mirror, plastics are good on this side. Guessing at some point the bonnet has caught the door, or the door's caught the bonnet, because there's a tiny little chip, but that is me being really picky with that. All good up the A-pillar on this side, and have a good look at the screen from this side as well. And then again, like I said, composite front wing, so you're not going to get rust, but there's no sort of stone chips or flakes or anything on that all the way around. A very light scuff just on the bumper just there. And then round on the front, you will notice if we step back a little bit, yellow fog lamps, that's normal. Slightly yellow tint on the driver's side light, normal on the passenger side. So you either need to yellow that one, which will have been done at home at some point, or take the yellow off that one just to make them match. The bonnet itself's obviously been painted at some point because we've got a bit of paint lift where the where this groove is. You can just see it there. Give it a little push. Again, it's not rust that's doing it, it's paint lift. It's sort of a little bit of moisture under the paint. Depends what you want to do with it. If you want to go and use it, it wouldn't bother you. If you want to enter some shows, you're going to want to paint it. But stone chip wise, generally very good. It's not full of ripples or dents or anything like that. Cosmetically, looks good. Looks good. Does the job. Looks nice going down the road, but you're not going to win any shows with it. But again, if it was mint, we're talking £20,000. Onto the interior, all good along that door card there, especially along here. This just wants glue back in there. It's not torn or anything. The glue's just come away, so it sits a little bit proud. It's an easy job to fix. And as always, this bottom section is a bit scuffed up. Door checks are all nice and neat. For the age and mileage of the car, that seat has worn really very well. There's a little bit of thin thread on the bolster, but if you look at the size of the bolsters, they are huge, so it's understandable why, but the rest of it's really very, very good. Steering wheel, nice condition. A little bit of wear either side, but generally not bad. Mileage wise, we're on 112,932. Well, we're going to assume that because it's 12,932.5. It's a 5-digit speedo, so when it gets to 99999, it'll start again. Check the description, wheel detail, all of the service history and all that sort of stuff. All nice and neat across the top of the dash. Centre section of the gauges are good. There's your numbered plaque there, 0112. It does have an aftermarket stereo. All neat, nice and neat down the centre section. We'll pull that up. Carpet set's good. If we lift that seat forward, the backs of the seats are good. They're sort of a perforated vinyl. They're normally torn to bits, whereas they're very good. Rear seat's nice and neat. Headlining looks filthy on here, but they're sort of a suede, the headlining. If you go up nice and close, you can see it's lovely and clean. It's just the way it looks on the camera. There's no funny smells in there, no sign of any trap moisture. It doesn't smell like it's been smoked in or had pets or anything like that. Firstly, the rams on the boot lid are very good, which is unusual. Underside of the boot lid looks to be nice. There's no sort of big chunks of rot or anything like that. Parcel shelves there intact, and more importantly, original Renault suit carrier, which if you have a look at what they're worth on their own is a silly amount of money. Very unusual option to have in a Clio Williams. Boot floor is nice and neat. It's got a bit of dust in there, but there's no sign of any trap moisture, no sign of any patchy welds. All very good. The jack and the tool brace is there as well. Passenger side, same story on the door card. Lovely and neat on the top section. A little bit of wear. It's more sort of a discoloration on these, isn't it? Passenger seat, lovely condition. The whole car wants a really good detail just to make it look a little bit better. But there's no real wear at all on that. Presuming most of the miles have been done driver only. Lift the bonnet. We did notice that the little rubber grommet that sits in there that holds the bonnet stay has gone AWOL. So we just have a little bit of tape there. The car actually came like that just to stop the bonnet going too far back and damaging itself. 2-litre engine. Again, nice detail would make a difference, but there's no sign of any rust coming through around the strut tops. Firewall and all that sort of stuff looks nice. All the plastics are intact and where they should be. Get it fired up. We go straight around the back. Nothing nasty flying out the back. You have to excuse that patch under there. That's from a different car. It's just wear apart. Taking over. I have briefly had it down the road. Does seem to go quite well. They do have that nice sort of induction noise on these things as well. And we'll just double check in here. Warning light on for the handbrake. So if we take that off, you'll see just for that. Even all the pixels are still there on the temperature gauge. Stone cold water, stone cold oil, as you can see. No temperature in that at all. So there you have it. Renault Clio Williams 1. Check the description, wheel detail, all that we know as far as service history goes. I will just show you that is just sort of from another car, not from this one. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.